that thing of a leader. The military is the one protecting the so-called Ebola thing. But I believe there is a bigger agenda. This is what you guys wanted me to talk about yesterday. I believe there is a bigger agenda. First of all, this guy comes out and scares us with what? Hantavirus. And it happens in the most disorganized country at the moment, South Africa. Okay? And South Africa happens to be a destination of so many Africans, which means it will be easier for Kenyans, Ugandans, or any other person out there contracting the disease and bringing it back to the country. But it backfired. Why? Because, of course, we have cameras nowadays and the internet is not the same. So when this has backfired, but we still have our plan. Minerals have been found in Africa. France has been chased in Burkina Faso and the West. So what do? Can we try to land in the East? Yes, we can try. Why? Because if we destabilize it, it becomes the Burkina Faso of the last 20 years. It becomes Somali, it becomes Sudan, and we can extract materials, raw materials, minerals, and in return, we give them what? Hope. And Kenyans who are supporting Ruto for these actions, I don't blame you. I blame where you were born. The hospitals where you were born. Ulizaliwa Pumwani, akili ni punguani. Ulizaliwa Pumwani, akili punguani. Ulizaliwa kwa mandizi huko. Unanuka tu imbunya hukundu. Reasoning is a problem. Just little reasoning is a problem. How can you see, like, a car is coming your direction? You know very well, this car, you cannot stop it with your own hands. Instead of just reasoning, let me step away, the car will pass, and I will continue walking. You want to tell driver, ngoja, unioni, well, shenzi. This is what is going to happen. And you will say, I am a prophet of doom. It is okay, you start smoking that doom. Let me tell you something. President Ruto knows well that whether he wins through stealing of the votes, there will still be war. Sasa. And whether he loses again, still there will be war. And I have told the people, the Kikuyu community, if you are living within Rift Valley regions, the likes of Nakuru, you want to go home. If you don't believe me that the people of Rift Valley are good people, stay. If you are a lawyer, with now the lawyers disturbing President Ruto, hatuna mafuta. Sasa hata ile mafuta nilikuwa nimepewa inabidi walk. Take a walk, go home. This is the agenda. Listen, this is the agenda. First of all, France has its agenda here in this country. Anielewa? Iyo weka kando. China has its interest here in this country. Sikiza hapa imbunya bukundu. Israel has its interest here in Kenya. If you want to bomb Middle East, where are you supposed to be? Check the locations of the map. That map is not there for just free viewing. There is that map there that Kenya is centralized. If Russia is to be affected by the so-called Israelites, it has to be in Africa. And we happen to be at the very right position to bomb Russia. You think if Israel dares bomb Russia or China, what happens to where those bombs came from? Hello? Tutam. What happens to where the bombs came from? I'm telling you, you will melt together with your ancestors. That is what is going to happen. Sasa. Let me tell you. Sai watoi wamekuwa wakipotea. Nitatumia lugha ya Sheng kidogo kwa sababu I know why. You don't want to miss me on social media again. And you better follow me if you have not followed me. Watoi wanapotea. And as we are talking, last 1 year, we have lost over 10,000 kids. And this year is even worse. Guess who has been buying body parts? Za watoto. We call them organs. I'm good, Nana. How are you? Guess who has been buying? Germans, Israelites. And they are here. Somebody get me a cigarette. I need a cigarette because I don't think I'll continue reasoning. I need a cigarette, man. Are you getting my point or you're not getting my point? When that hospital was closed in Eldoret, it was an Indian hospital. I will tell you 3 countries that order organs in Kenya. Now, can you tap the screen, guys? You have to tap the screen. You don't tap the screen, I will close the show. I cannot be having all this information to share with you and you're looking at me as if I am the source of the problem. No, we have to participate. It is called social media. If you're on YouTube, you're supposed to show me some love. You are on TikTok, you're supposed to tap the screen. You are on Facebook, you're supposed to do the same, or I will close this show. You have to participate. You cannot just be sitting there, unaninyambia comment section. What is that? It's not proper. This is it. Jamana uliza nulisema aje kuhusu New World Order. It is the same thing we are talking about right now. This is it. Listen to me. India, German, Israel are the culprits for the last 10 years ordering human organs. Makidini, maini, roho. And we have something called dark web or red rooms. These red rooms, and those Israelites said it. You can go to Citizen and check. If you think I'm lying to you, go and confirm. They said it is only in Kenya that you order a heart today and you get it today. Like, what? Niko na kipara. It is in Kenya only that you order kidneys and you get those kidneys today. So who is this very ready to give out their kidneys? No, you tell me. I want you to tell me. Who is this? Hamna jibu. Who is this that is just ready? He has, I have 70 years. I'm going to die if I don't get kidneys. Oh, grandma, don't die. You come from Israel. I have my kidneys. I never drank any alcohol. In fact, I take water. Look. You want my kidneys? Take them. Who is ready to give out their kidneys? I know who is ready. Tell us who. Because I will tell you who. I will tell you who is ready to give out their kidneys very fast to the Israelites, Germans, and Indians. Can I tell you who? Can I tell you who? Abductors of our children protected by your stupid politicians. Not Kenyans who are hungry. No. Abductors protected by politicians are the ones which have the kidneys. You saw the guy who was caught with 22 young girls. Not girls. 22 babies. And the guy was sitting like this. Mimi nakuambia the DCI that I have worked with. Ule jamaa angepewa kofi, angekuwa anasimama kama polisi. But the guy was standing like this because he knows for sure. Mnanipeleka? Mimi nisipokuwa, hamtaendelea kusambaza vitu zenyu. Mtakosa mzigo. So that is why he's so sure of himself. Nobody's going to take care of him. And it's going to work out. You get my point? Right now, last month alone, 25 kids disappeared. How do we have 25 kids disappearing in thin air? The government does not know. It is busy protecting the president. Oh, okay. Can I tell you something? Do you know that most of the kids who come from Pumwani and these other government hospitals, most of them do not die, but are replaced with the dead? Did you know that? In Pumwani, they had statistics that 100 kids die in a day. But the reality, these kids get recycled. Mike Sonko was the only governor who was almost revealing this thing. Mike Sonko was the only governor who was so close. But again, the system by that time of President Ruto, President Uhuru, downplayed him. He almost got it right. These kids, the 100 kids who die every day, it is not the 100 kids who die every day. It is the kids who are recycled to different mothers. Habari ya mama, pole sana, tunakuomba utulie kidogo. Kwa bahati mbaya ulimzaa mtoto ambaye amefariki, na mtoto ndio huyo hapa. Tumejaribu lolote ambalo tungeweza, lakini mtoto kwa bahati mbaya hakuweza. Pole sana mama, tunaomba uvumilie, utulie. Tuko na daktari wetu ambao watazungumza na wewe. That is what has been happening. That is what is happening. As I'm speaking to you, that is what is happening. Let me tell you something. When my first wife, because I have two, when my first wife got pregnant, I was like this. Doctors tried to tell me, hey, niaje ndugu, weka hapa. Nikauliza, what is the mistake? No, I want you to tell me, what is the mistake? My wife wants me to be here. I want to be here. I want to see that kid which is coming, you know. I want to see it. Oh, no, you know, you can be emotional. No. I have seen dead people. I have worked in the morgue for I don't know how long. I have carried dead bodies. So what are you telling me I'm going to see that is not seeable by any man? You will not see it. If you will see it, I will see it. So I stayed there and I saw my wife being opened, like, you know, pulled apart, and then they removed a child with a very big head like the father. You can confirm from me. And I said, thank you. I have seen it. Then they put a tag on the hand and they put a tag on the mother. I confirmed. They said, no, this tag is a wrong one. Look, these tags don't look the same. Put the right tag here. They returned the tag for Alu. So I went back home knowing that I know the tag. I have seen my son. The legs are, you know, as lawyers, we confirm. You want to see my leg? It's very big. See that leg? It is called the swimmer's leg, this one. Can you see it? Yes. I said, I want to see the legs. I saw the legs. I confirmed the nails. I said, I can go home. I asked the baby, sweetie, are you okay? Sorry sana, nimeona umekunia tumavi lakini wewe ni mnoma. Mtoto ako poa. Nimemuona amepumua na amenyamba na ako na makende kubwa sana. By the way, vijana wakizaliwa wanazaliwanga na makende big sana. I don't know why. Niliona makende kubwa mpaka nishito wewe ni ng'ombe ni Buddha. Makende big. Na mademo wakizaliwa wanazaliwanga na makuma big. Watu wadogo. If you have not seen this thing and you're telling your wife you love your wife, you are a very fool. You should go there and see what it really means to be a mother. You should go there and see what it means to be a mother. It's not a joke. I looked at it, I said, hey, my goodness. Mimi nilikuwa na mimba ya mavi, ku-overeat. Nikaenda kukunia mavi, kumbe nilikuwa nimekula mapera na kidheri ngumu. Na sikuwa nimekunywa maji, ikanararua mkundu. Kumbe, what I saw. It is better to work in the morgue forever. But looking mother giving birth, no. But even though my wife again said, you have to come and protect our kid, atapotea. So I went there for the second time. I opened my eyes wide. I looked at what is happening. I saw a little bit of poop coming out. And I said, that is it. Push, baby, I have you. Truth of the matter, I was not having her. My heart was like, I should beat everybody in that room because they are not doing nothing. So I saw her push to Mavi here. And then the baby came. Again, big head as the father. Looking, assuming it was a girl. No, it was not a girl. It was a boy with tumakende. Ate kubwa. Say tumefunga uzazi. Tumefunga uzazi. We cannot continue like that. But I confirmed. I made sure my kids are mine. You're not going to change my kid. Let me tell you. You see these hospitals. Most brutal people after the police officers are the doctors. Let me tell you. I have seen in Kenya, not in Nigerian movies. I have seen in these hospitals where a father wanted a boy, okay? Maybe the couple has a stream of girls, maybe 4 girls or 5 girls. And then the 6th one is again a girl. You know, most of these men are not learned. So they go ahead and say, you are the problem. The woman is the problem because she's giving birth to what? To girls. I am telling you, I know 2 doctors who fix children. Do you get it? So the mother will go there, they will organize. If I get a girl, please make sure you fix it. Give me a boy. I don't care about that. And that is why many parents, right now, many single mothers, they can tell you. One of the problems is being suspected that the kids they have is not theirs. Suspected. And some suspicions by men lead to the truth. Because trust me, I know, I slept with you, right? And we gave birth to a child, right? By the counting, it is okay. True. To date, these are my kids. But when you go and test DNA, somehow, 1 or 2 are not your kids. Why? Because the doctors know what they did. Are we together? Are we together? Hey, you guys. You guys. Where wachana mambo yako ya what if. We are not talking of the what ifs. We are talking of what is happening. Wachana na what if. What if is not there anymore. We are talking of the current situation. What if you failed in. So this is what has been happening. Our country has been supplying organs, including stealing placentas. Oh, placentas are used in making medicine. Oh, placenta is a wholesome product. You know, once you've given birth, you're supposed to eat your own placenta. No, when you eat your placenta, you are a cannibal. That is what you are. Can somebody say, yeah? Write it down there. When you eat your placenta, you are a cannibal. The difference between you and a dog is brighter than you. The dog will lick the babies, remove everything. But you do not eat but you eat your placenta. Oh, my placenta is very nutritious, it's very rich. You are a cannibal. That is what you are. You are just left a few minutes from eating your own baby. Can somebody say, yeah? Thank you. So listen, people. This country is rotten to the core. During the time of Moi, during the time of Uhuru, during the time of Kibaki, was at least, but was still worse. But during the time of Ruto, even a thief comes and tells you, what will you do? A thief so proud of stealing human organs and asks you, what will you do? You can imagine, a thief comes. So this is it. This is the plan they have. You know, let me tell you, we have not been electing any president. Can I surprise you guys? We have never elected any president. From our first president, the only president we elected was President Kibaki. That is the only president Kenya elected. Siwadanganyi. All these other presidents after Kibaki and before, they were all placed. There is something we call placement of power. They were all placed on those seats. That is why they could not differ with their bosses, because I will remind you who put you here. It is not the citizens of this country. And they know 2027 is different. Why? Because we have a different energy of people who are like, we'd rather die knowing that we had 3 votes, but not to allow this person back here for not voting. That is why if you have noticed, IBC has stopped immediately. What is happening? So that energy needs to be controlled. The Kenyan energy affected so many people around in the world. You have seen Tanzanian youth coming out. You have seen youth even from the West coming out. From Asia coming out. So how do? We need to contain the energy. How do we contain the energy? By destabilizing the country. And that is what is happening. Right now, enda wangalia mayouth. When the tomorrow of this country depends on them. Wamekasirika nini? Na wamefurahia nini? Wengine wamekasirika Arsenal imepigwa. Wengine wamefurahi Arsenal imepigwa. But at the same time, they are the same people in your inbox asking you, Bro ni aje? Wala niokole na 50 nimelala njaa. Nyakwara nimekuona, yuko poa? Young Icon, panda juu niambie. Young Icon anasema mimi ni mkabila. Guys, can you correct that nikampu as kank? Can you correct that nikampu called Young Icon? Ati mimi ni mkabila. Bro, you are thick in your head, eh? Very thick. I wish you could come up and explain to me how of mkabila. You understand? I wish you could come up. Nonsense. Toto mpumbavu. Watu wakivalishwa napkin, unamvalishwa diaper, unakuja kuargue na mimi kwa class yangu. Can you get out of my class? Block me. Ish. Are you listening, guys? So the thing is this, and listen very carefully. Whether you say 2-term or 1-term, the moment it will start, they will never come looking for the 2 terms to be protected and 1 term not to be protected. The same way, the 1 term will sleep without a meal, the 2 term will sleep without a meal equally. And for your information, if worse gets to worse, they will take the planes protected by the same state, and they will fly out, going to different countries where they have already invested their money. You Nikampu here and me Nikampu here, we are the ones who will be left to a country burning, not to know where to start. Are we together, class? Are we together? Yeah? Nimeona kuna gasia hapa najita YouTube ati it is me again. You are a tribalist, others are above you, you are a hooligan, it is a curse forever. You are a tribalist. Can I show that idiot? Achani niwaonyesha kaka mtu kanaungua na Ebola. Let me show you that ka commenter. Tribalist. Mnakaona hako? You are a tribalist, you are a tribalist. Yeah. Yani mpaka ameandika comment ana paste. You are a tribalist. Look at yourself. Nungu ya mtu. Pumbafu. Yeah. 500 people have seen how foolish you are. You are a Guys, I want you to explain to me who is a tribalist. And what is wrong with you being tribalist? Huh? What is wrong with you being a tribalist? Kikuyu, be proud of being a Kikuyu. And if you actually come and step up for the sake of the Kikuyu, let them call you tribalist and don't be sorry about it. Tell them, in fact, all of them, middle finger, you was just, they have no brains. If you are a Luo, be proud to be a Luo. Defend your Luo. Defend your Luoism in you. And if somebody feels bad about that, don't even feel bad, okay? It is good. Listen. Listen and listen, people. Whenever you step up to say the truth, that is the only thing, okay? They have started reporting me. Whenever you say anything that is real and true, do you know what they say? You are a tribalist. Ukijaribu kusimama na ukweli and call it out, they want to call you, oh, you are a tribalist, oh, you are a that. Let them call you whatever they want to call you, but be proud of it. Okay? Just be proud of it. Let me try and block this idiot called block from the channel. Hide this user. End of comment. Now you can continue commenting there. You get? The thing is this. I need you to understand me. You can choose to understand me or you can choose not to understand me. It is none of my business. But what I'm telling you, when you step out to speak the truth, they will label you as a tribalist. They will label you as terrorist. They will label you anything they can just to shun you. But this is what I want to agree to disagree with you. If they feel for you speaking the truth, you are a Kikuyu, speak it. If they feel you speaking the truth, you are a Kale, speak it. Truth does not need defense. Only lies need somebody to defend it. Are we together? Now let us go back to our topic. The New World Order thing. Why do you think France is here? Because it was kicked out of the West. Why do you think Israel is here? Because it still has war to fight with Iran. Why do you think US is here? Because US and Israel is one. Israel is just the handman of the US. Actually, it is the opposite. US is the handler. Israel is the handler of US. Are we together? So the idiots saying 2 term and idiots saying 1 term, please don't be in that category. Those I said, and I will say it again, these are the terms of poor people who can easily be manipulated by daily bread of 300, 400, and 500. Don't be in that class. If you are okay with 300, 200, 100, to be singing and praising a man as if they became the replacement of your God, then well and good. Just go to your 2-term and 1-term class. That is where you belong, by the way. But if you are a person of brains, kidogo tu hivi, listen, don't lower yourself to poverty terminologies. Have worth in you. Ask yourself, why am I saying 2-term? Not because somebody introduced a 2-term and a 1-term words. I'm not just saying for the sake of it. I am saying 2-term because for me, my business is working. I have clients as usual. They have money. They're buying my products. They're buying my services. And my business is running. Everything is cool. So 2-term, okay. I have my kids in school. I have my businesses. You know, I'm setting up 1, 2, 3. Everything is cool. 2-term, no problem. But if you're suffering, unakaa majengo, unakaa Kibera, wewe kwanza una rent nyumba ya mabati wewe. You need to sit down, okay? You just need to sit down, then internalize what you're doing to yourself, because you're not doing it for Ruto, by the way. If Ruto loses votes today and decides I'm going home, Sugoi, in peace, I am telling you, even the next person who is going to come, if that is your mentality of voting, still you're going to suffer and you're still going to rent nyumba ya matope Kibera. Are you getting my point? And if you vote in President Ruto because you want to punish another tribe, still, even after punishing that tribe, you'll find yourself, yes, they were punished by votes, but their businesses are running and you're renting their houses. Who are you punishing? No, who are you punishing? Eh? Unasema unapunish huyu na unapanda gari zao ukienda kwenyu Kogalo. Ukienda Kakamega unapanda gari za wa Kisii, gari za wa Loya, gari za wa Kikuyu, gari za wa Hindi. Unapunish mtu mwenye bado unapanda gari zake. Sasa umepunish nani? Mnachoma manyumba zao, mna loot, mnapata ziko na insurance. Who are you punishing? It is not about that tribe. It is about me. Inaanza na wewe, bro. Make bad decisions right now in your life, even if it means you are going to fight the other person to attack them, to get them or evict them out of their parcels of land, that problem starts with you. It is not yeye ataenda probably koti kuje msaidie baadaye auze hiyo shamba hata bila wewe. Unaona? Auze hiyo shamba ama auze hiyo property. Ama hiyo property rudishwe. Ama hiyo property wewe umemfukuza ndio hawezi rudi hapo na wewe pia hawezi kaa hapo. Unafaidika na nini? We have to think beyond. Guys, the more we continue fighting ourselves, the more new world order works for these elites. If we have to stop anything world order nonsensical things that have to start in our country, you have to oversee Mjaluo, you have to oversee Mkale, you have to oversee Kikuyu. We all need each other and we need to speak in one voice. If we cannot speak in one voice, we are done. Like literally done. That is the truth. A Luo has a role to play in this country. So is the Kikuyu. So is the Luya. So is the Kamba. So is the Masai. Everybody has a role to play in this country. But if you think you are better off with your politicians, as long as Mkikuyu ni president, mimi am okay. As long as Mkale ni president, me am okay. I am telling you, you're not okay. Mbona watoto wako kwa basari? Wewe unaweza kubali watoto wako kwa basari kama uko na pesa? Sio unaachia maskini wae hai. You take them to a good school, hata wakifail, you will still pay that sijui parallel nonsense, and they will still have the studies that actually the A student got, even in better schools. But we are all suffering because we always, and I have seen that happening, we are always bounding to the tribal card of politicians, the divisive politics of this country, since the times of Kenyatta, are still playing today. Na cheki mayutu wanasema at politicians wa kabila fulani wasikamu huku tutawakanyaga. Ati sijui kina nani wasikuje huku. Wewe ni mnongwe sana wewe. If Ruto is coming to Mount Kenya, mkaribisheni, ingia. So ndio president, ingia. Akisema anaenda Nyanza, ingia. Northeastern, we ingia. Piga kura zako, piga siasa zako, no problem. But the decision, the last decision, lies with you. Let me tell you, polisi anapatanga hapi nguvu ya kukushoot. Because the moment anarusha risasi juu, nyinyi wote mnaacha mtu moja. Huyo moja ndio kujiwa. Mbona wachangi huyo moja waende nyinyi wote? Have you ever asked yourself this logic? Have you ever sat down and asked yourself this? Aya, wale madisia wanakujanga wanajifanya pia wako katikati ya watu. Wewe uko hapo na firimbi unafanya kumbe yaka ni DCI. Alafu unachiki wanakuseclude mnaenda nao mbele. Then nasikia pa. Mbona wasishike hao wengi wanashikaka moja? Because they know when they can select you, divide you from the rest, they can overpower you. But when you work as a unit, they run. Whether they have guns, whether they have, I don't know what they have. They cannot throw rockets or bombs. They can shoot one person. But I'm telling you, at the end of the day, they will run. So, what is the secret? The secret is in numbers. The secret is in unity. That is the only problem we lack. We lack unity. Somebody somewhere thinks is better than the other. Somebody thinks someone is not their age, is not of their caliber. And with that stupidity, I am telling you, next year, we might not have a president, and we might not even do elections. Take this serious from me. We might not have elections. I'm very serious. They want to bring something in the few, maybe in the few months, kwanzia hapo December, kutakuwa na lockdown. Lockdown ya watu wamekuwa infected and affected na Ebola. Watatarget wasichana wetu, wataanza kuwadunga masindano as early as 5 years, kwa sababu wakicontract Ebola hata fetus zitakufa. Nimesema kitu siko nafaa kusema. So wanawake wenye mko hapa na mnanisikia, hata kama wewe ni malaya, you play a very important role here. Sikiza. Hizo mavitu wana plan kuwadunga, forget about them. Wacha wadunge mabibi zao. Mabibi zao wakuwe frontline, wadungwe. Watoto wao wakuwe frontline, wadungwe. Mkiona kama politician hawatadungwa hizo vitu, mkiona zenye wewe utadungwa, sio zenye hawa wanakuja nazo. Hizo zenye zimepangwa zina advertisewa, ukiziona hivi, wachukue hizo, wajidunge ama wakudunge. Wadunge watoto wao. Wakisha wadunga wewe, now line up your kids. Mliona venye tulichezwa corona. Watu wakadungwa hiyo kitu, body zikaanza kureact. Watu wakadevelop diseases zenye exist, zikaanza kukaa zingine permanent. I have seen people who they just had nice skin. Now they look like leopards. What happened? Vaccine sijui. Sijui what. Listen and listen very carefully. Whatever these plays are coming, all these so-called corona, all these so-called Ebola, all of this. Kumbuka, kuna bill inafaa kupitishwa, Finance Bill 2026. Bado kuna president ametense mbaya, anaweza kosa kwa president. Are you getting me? So, there is something called delay tactics. That is what has to happen. That is what has to happen. So unless you guys wake up and work as a team, I will be here tangazaring. kitu fulani imefanyika, oh kitu fulani imefanyika, oh, alafu wewe utakuwa hapo comment section. Man, ni noma. Governments always rule by instilling fear. That is the truth. Government rules by instilling fear. If you can step over your fear, we come together as a unit. Even tomorrow, the Israelites will leave this country. The Americans and the France people will leave this country. I am telling you. But since you are cowards and you are choosing sides, the difference between you Kenyans who are choosing 2-term and 1-term, the difference between you and the is it called xenophobia in South Africa? The difference between you and those Africans who are attacking fellow Africans to please the white masters is the same. You are not better than any those blacks in South Africa attacking fellow Africans to please the masters. You are the same. The difference is you are in Kenya. Are we together? Are we together, class? Wacha nikwambie, unaona sasa mayutu wengi, many of these young men, they are here, alcoholics, drinking alcohol like nonsense. Wanakunywa pombe viujinga. Wengine wamepigania hapa juu Arsenal imepigwa. Hapa kwa hii dirisha yangu. Sasa nashindwa bro. Arsenal ikipigwa, ipigane, ishinde. What value does it add to you? Like literally. Your country is being invaded. You are the leader of tomorrow. By the way, sijui mbona mayuta mjiamini. You can never be a youth forever. That is number 1. Number 2, you can never suffer forever. You're going to be the tomorrow's leader. Whether these people like it or not, you are going to be. And just try to ask yourself, when you had the energy, the power to till your land, to shape your plans, you were busy drinking and fighting over strangers who are running after a round thing called football. And now you are a leader who has been left with a skeleton of a country. Because during your time, you are paying attention to Lukaku. PSG mefanya mbaya. PSG timu ya kupiga za PSG. Guys, we are losing it. Like literally, we are losing it. To be honest, I despise people who watch football with passion. I really despise those people. Like, okay, bro. How are your kids? Watu yako home bana jo. Watu yako home sijapata school fees, niko noma. Oh, really? Yeah, the situation is not good. Usijali bro. Lakini jana game ilikuwa fiti jo. Yeah, niliona. Unacheki the rich friend say, niliona game ilikuwa fiti by the way. Lakini hizo mapenajo Buda nakwambia, yani hata sijui nini imehappen. I think hasa vile umepata hivi trophy. Hiyo trophy ndio imefanya kwa reluctant by the way. Unaona umeenda home wametulia, manze hii ni nini? The same person who does not know how the kids will be in school. Knows every footballer, knows every player by names, knows the origin of the country they come from. Unanielewa? Knows the salary they are getting. Last time I checked, let me surprise you. Last time I checked, the list paid, the list inamaanisha the least paid footballer in Arsenal peke yake, the least paid. Yani ule analipo pesa kidogo, it is 4 million a week Kenyan shillings. That is about 150 pounds, 150,000 pounds. I was like, 4 million per what? Per week. And the best, the most valuable players, some of them are even paid 200,000 pounds. So a player in between mshahara kidogo ni in between 2 26 million to 50 million. That is a week. And a fan per week earns in between 300 and 1,000. What are the priorities, bro? What are the priorities? Then you have to ask yourself again, why do they want you to get entertained? Why is the entertainer being paid so much expensive? Because to whom you can give your concentration can rule you. They say give them circus and bread and you will rule them forever. Tuko sawa? Tuko sawa hapo? Give them circus and what? And bread. And you will continue shangiliering somebody who is getting 26 million a week and you cannot even make. You cannot make. Yani you are struggling. Unauza pale nguo, unauza makladi viatu zako. But after you go even further to try and brand them to a good thing. But still you cannot make 3,000 a week. But somebody who is making 26 million a week, and that is the least paid, you are always following them to see them get paid. Do you know that if you don't watch them, they don't get paid? I told you again, ask yourself, a doctor who has spent over 12 years, 16 years, at times even 20 years, to just come and treat you, they cannot make, leave alone a quarter. I don't know what is the smallest of a quarter. Okay? A quarter of a quarter of a quotation of a quotation. They cannot make it in a whole year. What a player gets paid in a week, the doctor cannot make that money in a whole year. A person who makes sure that player is in the field and healthy playing, they cannot make that money in a whole week. Now ask yourself, who is important between the two? The entertainer or the health overseer? Now, when you start thinking like that, that is when you will see football, the most useless thing, but yet the most useful weapon. Against who? Against the young men. Because you want to get entertained. You want drinks, you want women, you want sports. And then they give you exactly that. And you take it, you say, thank you, boss. God bless you. Without you, me dead, gone. Listen, my brothers and sisters, you need to wake up. I know the sleep is sweet, but you need to wake up. At the moment you're waking up, please remember this. Nobody is coming for your rescue. If you're struggling, you're going to continue to struggle that way. Imagine you going back home, Okay? So are you making more than us since you are entertaining us? Sultan, if I show you my pockets, you will not like it. Trust me. If I show you my pockets, you will not like it. Even this phone, I am sure you cannot make that money per year. The phone that I'm using here. Sultan, I can dare you. You cannot make that money using this phone. This phone alone, you see this one, the one I'm pointing here. Yes. You cannot make that money. I'm not lying to you. I know you're laughing because it's true. To me, a techno vizuri. Nisikize. The thing is this. We have to oversee. Why are you entertaining us? Well, through entertainment, you are making money. But as through being entertained, you're making us slaves. So unless you have to cut off, unless you have to cut off the bondage of slavery by reasoning beyond the entertainer, in the circus, you will be the puppet. Class, are we together? Let me see my class. Are we together? Thank you, Franco, for following me. Thank you, Kenya Decides. Are we together, class? Are we getting this thing? Are we on the same page? Thank you. Because I want a very staunch following. I don't want anyone, just anyone to follow me. No, I want a serious person. Hata kama huku kanyaga shule, unaweza fikiria. By the way, we don't need these schools. This is another thing of enslaving us. They have used, let me tell you what the neo-colonialism is. Give them education that they cannot apply in life. Number one, nataka munionyeshe my engineer wenye wanatoka Kenyatta University, wenye wanatoka Nairobi University, sijui Strathmore. Nataka munionyeshe hao ma engineer wanafanya kazi wapi. You see? We have brains that are very smart, right? But how do we make sure those brains do not get to apply to anything? Give them courses that they will take and never get a job. That is how they are wasting us. Tuko pamoja? They know it. We are very smart. We are very sharp. But this sharpness will lead to what? Will lead to one thing. Will lead to people saying, no, I cannot be the man with the skills. I do everything for you. I make sure everything is running, and then you run me like this. No. That is why, shamefully, they will have road engineers, give them bad skills or under quality skills, and hire Chinese people, hire the French or Americans to come and make roads in Africa. And the engineer atakuwa foreman. And the learned brother there with a PhD or a degree atakuwa mtu wa mkono. That is how they have always destabilized Africa and Kenya for that matter. I'm not bragging. You go and check the statistics. Kenya has it actually is one of the countries in Africa with the smartest brains. But where are these brains? Where are they? Where are the innovations? Why don't we see anything that actually a Kenyan can step forward and say, Cheki, I did this. For me, I can come forward and say, guys, this is self-taught. Disclaimer, this is self-taught. I started learning computer, looking at what my father was doing. And then later I separated with my father, but I continued. In my life, I have spent my life with computers about 23 years. I am a software developer. Full stack for that matter. No teacher ever taught me that. And that is what is feeding me. Everything I learned in school, I left it at school. I have my papers here. I don't know who I'm supposed to show to understand. In fact, let me tell you, there is a place where I went to look for a job. And having my papers and those distinction, what do they call distinction? I got a distinction too. Those distinction nonsense. I thought that I am the best candidate. They will see this is brains. Someone told me on my face, you are too young to get this job. Wewe enda utakuja ukiwa na 40. Labda ndio utapata kazi. Lakini sahi hapana. And for sure, I could see only old people in that compound. I felt so bad. But I told myself, this is not the end of my life. So many young men here who are gambling their lives, it is because they cannot get those opportunities. So they have decided to go and look for shortcuts, become thieves, alleging they are forex traders, or they are binary options experts, or they are Freemasons, they are everything and anything that can be out there. That is what they call themselves. And if we don't stand our grounds, correct ourselves, guys, we are cooked. We are cooked. So, I want us to start thinking bigger, wider, and smart. What is beyond football? What is beyond boxing? What is beyond entertainment? Exactly. Who is benefiting from entertainment? When they play football and I throw my heart out and I have not paid any coin, where are they getting the 126 million per week, the 56 million per week, the 26 million? Where are they getting these millions per week? And I just watched. I never paid anything. I used just my wife. Hey, bro. you are actually facilitating that lifestyle. Wewe unasema unataka kusaidia watu 10. Waidhara Kenya, panda juu saidia watu 10 hapa. Mwizi. Panda juu saidia watu 10. Thank you Kenya youngest sponsor for dealing with that idiot. Watu 10 nipe kazi. Unapea nani kazi? Wewe mwenyewe una kazi, unapeana gani? Ama unafanya kazi ya kupeana kazi yenye una? Unasikia? So we need to wake up. Like literally we need to wake up. We need to start embracing each other. In fact, kuna kitu mayutu mlikuwa mmeanza, ilikuwa kitu poa sana. Ukigoteana na mtu, unagotea unamuuliza, ni aje bro? Ni aje sis? Ni aje bro? Ni aje sis? Madhe, fadhela. Yani, haikukuwa ati huyu ni baba ya nani, huyu ni mama ya nani, wewe ni kabila gani? Ati unatoka bro to bro. That is it, and you walk your way. That is exactly what we need to embrace. We still have time and we can salvage the little that is left. But if we continue being divided by politicians fighting our brothers and sisters, the people who hata kwenda tu kwa usi umepiga mtu panga, haizi enda usi akajitibu. I am telling you, you are the next victim. You're the next victim. Let me tell you how I survived 2027. Not 2027, 2007. Mimi, kawaida yangu, hata hapa maneiba wananijua wote, na niko sure hawa wanijui. Why? Because every neighbor I meet, ni aje bro, uko fiti? Madam, ni aje? Just smile and greet. That is it. Do you nothing more? Uko fiti? Usiku ilikuwaje? Poa, nice, thanks. Unaenda your way. Unaenda your way. I am telling you, there will come a day when you will never anticipate you will need these people. And by the simple gesture of just saying hi, you good, you okay, just checking on people who are not even interested in checking on you, they will come to your rescue. And that day is coming. Are we together? Nigoposanagaming.com. So you need to understand this thing. We need each other. Like literally, we need each other. The cards we are playing. Ruto knows he might not be the president, or he might be the last president. He knows these cards. And that is why they are literally making sure that we get infected, so that there can be a quarantine. No coming out, people put on your masks. They want to do it deliberately to make sure we are infected. So they can delay for the next 3 years. 2 years, you might be quarantined, people. 2 years, you might be quarantined. I'm not joking at all. About 3 years. When opium and other minerals have been mined by the Americans and the France and these so-called Israelites from here. And then we will be left with a shell of a country fighting over each other, fighting each other over a meal. Right now, things are not good, but at least some of us are getting food. Thank you. At least some of us are getting meals. But I'm telling you, it is worse out here. So we either wake up, tuseme hivi, vita ya Wajaluo na Waluya itaendelea, vita ya Wakikuyu na Waluya itaendelea, vita ya Wakikuyu na Wakale itaendelea, but we have a common enemy right now. Our economy is dwindling, our leadership has failed. We have a common enemy. Once we fix that, we can go back to our domestic wars. But right now, we are supposed to treat this as an emergency national disaster. Are we together? Emergency national what? Disaster. Kenya has been stable for so long. Why now? Why now? Why now? So if you see Walalo kama your enemy, wake up. If you see Aluo as your enemy, wake up. Kikuyu your enemy, Luya, Kamba, Embu, Meru, Masai, Teso, Luya, Kale, if you see them as your enemies, bro, you are lost. You are very lost. We need to go back to the game. Go back to the drawing board and realize we have our differences. We will deal with them. For now, we have a common enemy. Tuko na nini? We have one common enemy. Not Ruto. Ruto is not the enemy. The entire system. We need to change our judiciary. We need to change our parliamentary. We need to change the executive. All of them, the three arms of government, have failed. Are we getting each other? Yes. The three arms of government have failed. We are not looking at Ruto. Ruto and anything else to MCA. Whom? Mother Kome and other vifarangas of Wote. Whom? Parliamentary seats. What they must have, they have to go. Reduce their salaries is not even better. They are supposed to volunteer. If you want to be a leader, you must volunteer. You must volunteer. We will decide what to pay you. They decide their salaries, Adonis. They decide their own salaries. Can you imagine? We have given them power to decide their own salaries. That is why you will only see Oscar Sudi during and after salary increment. The other days, you will never see the people of Eldoret represented in any parliamentary. What is he going to say? Huh? What is he going to say? So, who is the problem? Me and you. And since we know we are the problem, we have to agree with you. Each other. We have to agree. Since you want to happen. We have to agree. We made a mess. It is not going to happen again. We have learned from our own mistakes. It is not going to happen. Any person, cheki, let it be this way. Hata kama mtu amefanya maendeleo na anaongelea kuhusu president ambaye amefail country, hata yeye wapi? Nataka tuelewane hapa. Somebody has done something. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 things he has done or she has done. But supporting a government that has failed from the national level, now the effect that we are feeling, you know, when the national government fails, even a constituency feels the pinch. That is the problem. Ni kama nervous system ikichomwa. Si unaona kama ukichomeka hapa ama ukidungwa hapa, mwili yote inasikianga uchungu. Now that is the national government. The national government ikidungwa, sisi wote mpaka wenye wako kwa vijiji huko sijui wapi, una feel the economy. Let me tell you something. Guys, you should clap for me. Let me tell you what they are doing. Bill Gates is running from country to country, doing this. He's patenting seeds. Unaona zile mawele umezoea kupanda, unavuna, unapanda tena. Zile mahindi unavuna, unapanda, unavuna, unapanda, unavuna, unapanda. They are patenting seeds and they are removing it. They are bringing what they call GMO, genetically modified foods. This is the worst part. And I will tell you the truth. Explain to me how Nigeria was and has always been the biggest organic ginger exporter the entire world. Nigeria, if you don't have these facts, you can check them out. Can I surprise you? Bill Gates went to Nigeria, signed a deal, and right now, there is from 26 billion US dollars for Nigerian ginger only to $0. How is that possible? Explain to me, like a kid who never went to school. 26 billion for farmers, for the economy of the country, to 0. Like, not to 20 billion or 10 billion, 5 billion. No, just 3 years, 0. How? And the funny part, if you take their seeds, the first time you plant them, the yields are amazing. But your soil can never grow any other crop. And this crop that you are going to grow, you cannot replant it. Can somebody call Jesus for me? Please come forward. Somebody call Prophet Muhammad. Please go speak to God right now. There are elements you need to get rid. Otherwise, this country is lost. He who controls your food controls your life. Are we together, class? He who controls food controls your life. Decides when you will die and when you will not die. So unless, again, Kenya, we put football aside, entertainment can wait, and fix our country, we are cooked. Trust me, we are dry fried. There is something who's called Window Visitor, 2007. Says GMO is scientifically proven to be healthy. Genetically modified organisms has never led to any disaster or disorder. This is a Google student. Sorry to describe you that way, but you are a Google student, and your foolishness has led you to think now you have become a scientist. And the guy goes ahead and says he's a scientist by profession. You're sick. You don't need help. If it was in my power, I would say, Yongo ukufe. Now listen and listen very carefully. Okay? Listen and listen very carefully. I did applied physics in TUK, and the only way you are applying your applied physics, is in comment section, scientist. Good for you. Listen and listen very carefully. There is a reason as to why our great-grandparents died after so many years. The secret is in the food. What you give to your body determines the strength of your cells. Determines the strength of your... They used to take alcohol, right? Whom did you ever hear that they drank and they died? Somebody who died from Busa, Moratina, Karovo, and anything like that. Tell me one. Somebody who died because they were eating a lot of sugarcane. Somebody who died because they drank a lot of honey. I need you to tell me one. Why is it your grandmother still says sitaki mafuta, hiyo mafuta ni migi, usiweke mafuta migi, anaenda huko anakula michicha na nonsense, and they're very strong? The secret is in the food. Why is it people are dying of diabetes? Wewe scientist pumbavu. Why is it people are dying because of sijui blood pressure, sijui stroke? Why? Why do we have girls? Listen, now this is funny. I want you to do this research. It's a very stupid research, but I did it, and I found my answers. Do this. I want you to take a 6-year-old in Nairobi, in these schools in Nairobi, okay? And take a 14-year-old in your up country where there are no breads, there are no sausages, there are no chips, and these things. Utapata mtoto wa 6 years to 7 years Nairobi anamea matiti. Yes. 6, 7, mtoto wa 14 years, you might be arrested for confusing a child with an adult. Are we together? Are we together, class? Where scientists told 𝐸𝐵𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸 with your science. Enda tu hata Google search. Yo Google yako. Okay? Sio ndo napenda? GMO. Genetically modified organisms can handle both helpful and positive effects, high crop yields. In these things, there are things we call herbicides. Okay? These things kill what we call biodiversity. These things actually control life itself. Let me tell you, if you are a man out there or a woman who doesn't know that you depend on simplest things on earth, like plants, to survive, and whenever you interfere with the natural state of that life, you interfere with your own life, my friend, you are a fool. Are we together? Are we together? For example, I will give you a simple example. Our old people, when somebody was sick, they could go and eat some roots, some leaves, and whatever things, boil some bark of the trees, and they heal with no side effects. Somebody has talked of ARVs here. Knocks their kidneys completely. And somebody comes and tells you, things mixed with herbicides, they have no effect. They are genetically modified foods. I am a scientist. It has been proven. Nungu sana. Wake up. And another thing that I will ask, what is wrong with our organic food? I want that answer. What is wrong? If somebody can tell me what is wrong, then I'll understand. But what is wrong with our organic food? What is wrong with our cows? Our chicken? I'd like to understand what is wrong with it. If there is a problem that we are correcting, if there is a problem that we are connecting with our own organic food, then that problem should be fixed. If there is none, don't fix a problem that doesn't exist. You are creating one. They are not fed properly. Is that the problem of our food? Is that the problem of the cows? If your kienyeji cows zimekonda, who is the problem? Your cows or you? Who is the cow? Hey. If your chicken are thick and thin, it is you who is the problem. Study shows that people who feed on organic food outlive people, most people who live these posh lives. Most of them are the ones wenye wamejaa uko Lang'ata. Eno angalia Kibera ni watu wangapi udedi. Hao ni hardcores because ni maskuma zingine zimetoka hata sijui wapi. Mamrenda, maomena, ma nonsense zenye zinakaa zina value. Nani amenitumia so? Kuna mtu amenitumia so. Wewe unangoja watu wa Kibera wakufe? Utangoja sana. Lakini hao wanaishi sijui Runda, mtu yeye anakimbia naona manyama ziko. Garbage in, garbage out. Good night. Na mfikirie.